Hello friends, my name is Rean and it's time for more Trails of Cold Steel Legend of Heroes. I thank you so much for watching, hope you enjoy. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think, I do always very much appreciate it. And so last time we got through the old schoolhouse, part 6. Such a long time, but it was great. And it's time to roam around. It's kind of anticlimactic, nothing happened in the old schoolhouse, but Celine did stop by to say hello, so that was interesting. Angelica! I just got back from my evening ride. There's nothing like riding a bike. The wind blows your troubles right off of you. Guess you could say that feeling is pretty much my way of life. Nice. I need to go to the old, well not old, the computer room. To talk to Towa-chan, I know that much. Anyone else around here? Everyone's in the student union building for some reason. Crow. Oh yeah, I can do more bonding. Who should I bond with? Oh, Milliam's here. Nice. Hehe. I made some cookies at the cooking club today. Nicholas and Margarita got all freaked out about it, but it was super fun. What did you do this time? I let Lemmy help me flatten off the cookie dough. But he kind of flattened the whole board on accident. It's almost charming when you put it like that. Could I spend some time with her? Sure. Might hang out with you a little bit, Milliam? We don't really get the opportunity to relax together very often. Sure, go ahead. Sit down and kick your feet up. He's cute. Life as a student is so much fun. I've been here for a month already and haven't gotten bored at all. Glad to hear it. Oh yeah, you made some cookies at the cooking club, didn't you? How'd they turn out? Want to try them for yourself? Milliam took some cookies out of a paper bag. Here you go, they're pretty good. Awesome, can't wait. It's a bit salty? Yeah, I messed up and used salt instead of sugar. That's such a cliche that I didn't think the people actually did it. It's actually pretty good though. Hey, Rean, did you even stop to think that I might have poisoned that cookie? What? Didn't even cross my mind. You wouldn't have really gained anything by doing that, would you? That's true. You might not want to be so trusting, though. It's likely you'll forget that I'm with the intelligence division sometimes. Okay, that is true. Mostly due to how natural it feels to have you here. Think about it. There are tons of students here at Thor's, and a lot of them are kind of weird, to be honest. This isn't a normal school, and you're not an average student. But you fit here and make things more interesting. I mean, I guess in that way, Thor's is kind of like the salty cookie. Maybe that makes you the salt. I think I kind of get what you mean. Not really sure though. It's fine if you don't get it right now. Maybe it'll make sense someday. Thanks to the cookie. I wouldn't mind having some more another time. Got it. I'll make him even saltier just for you. That's not what I meant at all. Milliam's crazy, but fun. Woohoo! Bond went up. Okay. Laura. And by doing this, you can turn to an octodog. My word, you transformed that hot dog into an octopus. I didn't know you were capable of such miracles, Monica. Well, I don't know if I go that far. But how about I teach you how to make them? Then you can be a miracle worker too. You made it? Thank you so much. I never expected Laura to be a cooking type. Yeah, she has a feminine side after all. Yeah. Have any quests to do? Oh. Rosine has a little crowd around here. I'll be taking all the children to the Academy Festival next month. I hope to see you all there. I'll be there alright. In fact, how about the two of us just go together? I'm not sure about that. okay, you're a little scary kid. You and Rudy would be able to walk around on your own, but there are other younger children who need to be accompanied. As sister, it's my duty to make sure that everyone can enjoy themselves. So is your right. Now I get it. He has a crush on Rosine. Man, just look at the dumb look on his face. He's pretty bad. What are you doing here, Schwarzer? Not a whole lot, just passing through. You seem pretty focused, though. What do you mean by that? Hope you're not implying that I made my way here to practice or any such nonsense. Got it. He seems kind of crestfallen. Hey, did something happen? Nothing that has to do with you. For all his noble posturing, Patrick worries about things like anyone else. Maybe I can help him out. Seriously? Keep asking. Would you mind telling me what happened? I'm not trying to offer you my help as charity or anything like that, but sometimes it can help just to talk things through with someone. Huh. You really are a strange fellow, aren't you? But if I must, I must. If you wouldn't mind, you don't have to must, but you can. Where do I begin? To be completely frank, I'm a little concerned about Celestine. That's a surprise. I can't imagine what a butler of his skill could do to cause someone else concern. It seems you may be overestimating his abilities somewhat. The last week or so, he's been acting rather odd, for lack of a better term. Not only has he stopped reprimanding me when he normally would, he's taken to spoiling me too. Worse yet, every reply he gives me sounds half-hearted and empty. Now that is odd for him. This is the first time he's ever done something like this too. Don't misunderstand me, he still performs his duties as a butler magnificently. However, his actions of late have made him seem distant, more so than ever. Curiously, I also overheard him discussing seemingly serious issues over telephone too. Something must be going on. Agreed. Unfortunately, whenever I bring it up, he simply brushes me off. This is infantilizing, of course, but more disheartening, it feels like a betrayal of trust. I never seen two of us as a typical master and servant, but something more. Perhaps something more akin to brothers. Ah, that's new. Maybe I can worm some details out of him. Oh? It's possible. He might be going through something that he'd rather not involve those he cares about in. But I won't get involved if you don't want me to. If that's the case, you truly wouldn't mind? Not in the slightest. Leave it to me. What exactly do you hope to gain by helping me, Schwarzer? I suppose it doesn't matter. You'll likely find Celestine attending to the upper class dorm. I leave discerning discovering the truth to you. I would right over there. Quest Celestine's secret started. Oh, Celestine, what's your name? Who are you? Oh, hello there. Is there something I can help you with? I'm actually looking for Celestine. You haven't seen him around anywhere, have you? I have, but he left for your dorm just a short while ago. Wait, my dorm? Why? He mentioned having something to collect from Sharon. From Sharon, huh? I wonder what it is. Thank you very much for the info. I'll try to catch him over there. That was new. Oh, hello, Master Rean. Is there something you need from me? I'm actually searching for Celestine right now. Have you seen him? I heard that he was headed over here. Indeed, you missed him by a matter of moments. As it happens, I'd made too much for dinner this evening. I decided to offer him what we wouldn't be able to eat, which he said he would gladly take off of our hands. So he was here to collect it. I see. Maids and butlers have their own economy here, don't they? Does that mean he headed back to the upper class dorms then? Not necessarily. There was something about his demeanor today that seemed quite different than usual. He was considering a brief stop at Kershill's on his way back to unwind a little. Though I can't say for sure that he's headed there. Kersh's, was it? Well, that's my next stop at least. Thank you, Sharon. You're very welcome. Celestine. Good day, Master Rean. My apologies, as always, for your constant trouble Master Patrick causes you. Oh, no worries. He's not half as much trouble as he tries to be. Hold on a sec. Is that alcohol you're drinking? Huh. Not even I can escape the allure of drinking on the job once in a while. Sorry. That was my terrible attempt at a joke. Of course, this is non-alcoholic. I'm here for the atmosphere rather than intoxication. I see. Patrick was right, he is acting kind of strange. Time to get to the bottom of this. Hey, Celestine. If I may, Master Rean, allow me to guess the sequence of events that brought you here. On your way to the training hall, you just so happened to bump into Master Patrick. After a period of guarded discussion, he let slip his worries about me. And being the paragon of selflessness you are, you offered to talk with me, which ultimately led you here. Am I correct? Wow, you have that all pegged out. Haven't been watching us from the shadows or anything, have you? Not at all. It was a simple deduction when you know the pieces in play and the surrounding circumstances. However, the real surprise is that Master Patrick could bring himself to make a request of you. That must have caused him more concern than I ever imagined. He's really worried about you. I don't want to ask you to say any more than you're comfortable with, but isn't there anything you can tell me? Let's just say things are rather complex. Then would you prefer to talk to Patrick about whatever's going on? I feel kind of bad for her in the way things stand. I understand. You've come all this way for Master Patrick's sake, so it would be rude of me to leave things as they are. But just telling you everything would be a bit of a bore, so... Why don't we play a little card game? What kind of game? I have 2 blade cards here. Not blade! Anything but blade, no! I'm so bad at it. One card is a 1, and the other is a 7. Now, watch carefully as I shuffle these. Correctly guess which one is a 7, and you win! Do that, and I'll tell you everything you wish to know. Well, if you don't mind me getting one question in now, is there a point to all this? I admit that it's kind of an unusual requirement, but this is a deeply personal matter, so I'm a little hesitant to discuss it. In other words, I'd rather put myself in a situation in which I don't have the choice not to. Now it makes sense. Well, then I accept your challenge. Thank you. The music stopped. 7, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, 7 on the left and the card on the left. I'll go with the card on the left. Understood. Allow me to flip the card. Yeah, I got it. That was easy. And there's the 7. Looks like I won. What? Looks like I win, Celestine. Indeed. Excellently played, Master Rean. So if you wouldn't mind spilling the beans already? Fear not, I'm a man of my word. But how do I begin? I recently received a direct order to return to the Hyam's household from the Marquis himself. In fact, I'm expected to return to St. Arc as early as next week. Are you serious? Gravely. Personally, I'd much rather stay by Master Patrick's side. However, I've been told things are getting hectic over there. I see. I'm surprised to hear that the Marquis would ask for Celestine specifically. He must be even more talented than we think he is. However, Marquis Hyam's an incredibly good-hearted man. It's entirely possible that he will allow me to continue to do as I wish so long as I carry out the duties he asks of me. I've been trying to find a way to remain in Trista, no matter how much additional work I must do. That's why what's had me so occupied of late. And that, embarrassingly enough, has been the root of my odd behavior. That'd do it. But do you mind if I ask why you want to stay by Patrick's side that much, though? Perhaps it does seem a bit strange from your perspective. I'm afraid we don't have the time for the full story, but I will say this. Master Patrick was one to treat me not as a servant, but as an equal. He gave me a place in the world that others couldn't, and for that, I would do anything for him. I never knew. This is what Patrick meant when he said they're more than just master and servant. That said, I feel terrible that my attempts to remain by his side have caused him so much concern. But telling you all this has made up my mind. How so? I decided I'm going to tell his lordship exactly how I feel. Should that fail, I will simply have to think of something else, but I will stay with Master Patrick. But it was speaking to you that allowed me to reach that conclusion. If bouncing thoughts off of me helped, I'm glad I was here. Well then, I shouldn't waste another minute here if I want to settle all this. Let me take my leave, Master Rean. Good luck. Hope it works out well for you. Also, could I ask you to explain my behavior to Master Patrick? I have some explaining to do on my own later, of course, but I would like if you could at least share the basic details and my feelings on the matter with him. Of course, you can count on me. That was sweet. Did you get anything out of Celestin? I did. Rean told Patrick about their card game and what Celestin told him afterward. So he's been told to return to St. Arc. Yet he still is doing everything in his power to prevent that from happening. Huh. Trying to take action without consulting me again. What foolishness. Why do you seem so happy about that? Happy. Sometimes I wonder what color your sky is towards her. Besides, even if Celestin were forced to leave my side, I would be perfectly. No matter, you did well today. You're the last person I want to be indebted to, so take this and call us even. Patrick thrust the still blue into Rean's hands. Hold on, I didn't expect some kind of reward. That just makes things even worse. I do not wish to be in your debt. Think of this as me having filled a formal request and having you fulfilled it, nothing more. As such, receive your reward, walk away, and no loose ends remain. Got it. Complete. You do what you need to do. Your presence is no longer necessary. Do not mistake my relieved expression for one of gratitude. Nothing can be further from truth. Okay. What'd you give me? Oh. That's where those were. I was wondering about their clothes. Time to go to the computer room and talk to Towa and see what she has to say about the festival. Well, here we are. I wonder if Towa's already inside. After entering the computer room, you won't be able to roam around for the remainder of the day. Any budding events which have not been triggered will no longer be viewable. Now let's go inside, knock and enter. Hi, Towa.
Huh? Doesn't sound like she's here yet. Oh.
You fell asleep.
At least she's getting some rest. Must be a rare treat for her. What to do, though? I'd almost feel bad about waking her.
I think I'd let her sleep.
She must be really tired. I should let her sleep a while longer. Oh, right.
Oh, that's sweet, Rean.
There we go.
Oh, sweet. He put his jacket over her.
I guess I'll just read a book or something while I'm waiting.
That's so sweet of him. Happy she got some rest. Poor Towa.
Huh? Where am I? A jacket?
Oh, hey, you're awake.
Huh? Rean? Oh, right. I came here after the conference was over. So this jacket is... Oh no! I'm so sorry! I can't believe I fell asleep after asking you to come all the way here.
Don't worry about it. You're doing me a favor here. I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule for me.
Aw, why is it that you always seem to catch me at the weirdest moments? Still, thanks.
No problem. Glad to do what I can. It wasn't too hot, was it?
No, of course not. It felt really nice and warm. But anyway, that's not the point. Now, listen here, Rean.
Huh?
I mean, lending me your jacket was very sweet and gentlemanly of you, and I'm kind of happy you did. But it's not very gentlemanly to sit and stare at a girl when she's sleeping, you know.
I'm sorry? You were sleeping so peacefully that it seemed almost wrong to wake you up. But I guess it was inconsiderate of me to just let you nap there.
No. I'm not annoyed with you. It's just kind of weird to randomly watch people sleep, you know? If it was someone else, they might have misunderstood. Anyway, I asked you to meet me here so I could show you more about the concert we put on for last year's festival.
Oh, you mean the one you did with Angelica, Crow, and George? Do you have some record of it here?
Actually, I do. George was testing out some kind of orbital video camera that was being developed by the Ruhr Institute of Technology.
Of course he was.
And we've still got the recording here.
An orbital video camera?
Yeah, the technology is different from what they use for the Orbital Net. Actually, it's probably faster to just show you. Let me bring it up on the screen.
Oh, you've got pictures of it.
More than just pictures. Just watch.
Amazing.
I know, right? It plays back images and sound at the same time, so it's like a radio and a camera combined. The quality might be a bit rough, but it really feels like you're right there, doesn't it?
It's really something else.
Oh, there we are going up.
Oh, whoa. Towa?
Wow.
What is Towa wearing? Oh my gosh, it looks so cool. I like it. And Angelica back there with Crow and George. Wow.
Isn't it cool? It's called Rock. It's making a splash in the music scene abroad. They use orbital audio technology to amplify guitars for it. It's a pretty bold sound, huh?
It definitely is. And, speaking of bold, how about that outfit?
I forgot about the outfit. Don't look at that. Just focus on the performance.
This is...
Oh wow. That's so cute.
Bravo!
Rean. Oh, Towa's so embarrassed.
That was incredible! I wish I could have been there to see it in person.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So was that any help?
Help? This is exactly what I was looking for. I'm not sure if we can put together something as flashy as this, but we do have Elliot, and he knows his music, so I think we might have a chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Crow was the one who planned all of this out, so he's the one you should ask about how to put a program like this together. Angie did our choreography, and George got all the instruments together for us. I'm sure they'd help out if you asked.
I think I just might. We have to get our preparations for the festival underway.
Oh, I put a copy of the video onto this memory quartz for you too.
Thank you, Towa.
If you put this memory quartz into the orbital projector here, you can watch the video anytime you want. Maybe you can bring everyone from your class here and show it to them tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for everything, Towa. I mean, I asked you for help, but you really went above and beyond. I don't really know how to thank you.
You're always looking out for me, Rean. It's the least I could do. Besides, I'm sure this idea will spark some lively discussion within your class. It's not a done deal yet, but I'm really curious to see how things turn out.
Me too.
Me three. I want to see them sing and perform. That was awesome. Like a memory stick. Well, that seems to have gone over well. I could see Elliot's eyes light up when I mentioned it. Oh, at dinner. So it looks like Class 1 is definitely putting on a play. And not just any play, a full-scale classical operetta with all the trimmings. Even if an operetta is shorter than a full opera, this is Class 1 we're talking about. I'm sure they'll spare no expense on outfits and stage design. True, if they had any more blowhards, they'd be a wind tunnel. Class 2 looks like they're gonna run with their idea of doing some kind of indoor garden. From what I heard, they want something based on a motif of the night sky. Sounds like quite an elaborate setup. Class 3 is intending to run a game, room based around Blade. I heard they're planning on to decorate the room like a castle and provide lessons to beginners as well as advanced matches. Huh, really? Class 4 is going to be doing an Eastern-style cafe of sorts. They're claiming you can enjoy an exotic dining experience. Not sure what they mean by Eastern style, though. Well, my sword is technically Eastern style, I guess, but yeah, that seems like an awfully broad term. You don't really see too much stuff from the East in Arabonia. Class 5 is doing something kinda different. They'll be using the training hall for some attraction they call Mishy Panic. Wait, isn't Mishy the mascot of that big theme park in Crossbell? Kind of a strange choice considering the current political climate. I'm kind of a Mishy fan though. One time, Nectar brought me back a Mishy keychain. It was pretty cool. Oh? Intelligent Vision never struck me the type who would budget for souvenirs. Anyway, the captain of the riding club is intending to organize some manner of horse racing event. Officially, there's to be no gambling, but with our senior colleague involved, I'm sure Free Enterprise will find a way. Oh, not Crow. Innocent whistle. Crow. Really, Crow? Towa's not going to like it if she finds out. Ah, come on. It's a festival. A little low-stakes fun never hurt anyone. A number of second years are planning to run stalls. Many clubs are intending to put on events as well. But in terms of scale, the 5 other classes are our main competition. I've heard attendees will be able to vote on which class event they like the most, with the winner to be announced during the evening's festivities. That sounds like it's going to make things awfully competitive. Still, it's not that much more incentive to make our class contribution one to remember. Oh, it is that much more, okay. Which leads to our current problem. What do we do? Come on, Rean, speak up. I'm thinking we should avoid doing anything that require large-scale equipment. With our numbers and the time we have to repair, I doubt we could get it set up or even spare someone to operate it. Yeah, you make a good point. But if we take that into account, just about the only other option we have is something on the auditorium stage. And it's worth noting that using the stage would put us in direct competition with Class 1. We can't very well put on a production like theirs, though. It's like copycats. Whatever we end up doing, it should be something we can all have a part in. Maybe a martial arts demonstration with a few sparring matches? No, that'll probably get turned down as too dangerous. Not a bad line of thought, though. How about a cooking contest? Oh, I call judge! Our troubles are over. I just had a visionary idea we could do with the Academy pool. Picture this. Stunning ladies in bikinis wrestling piggyback in the pool. Come for the fight, stay for the accidental exposure. I think they're all angry. Get out! No! This is getting us nowhere. They all sound like fun, though. Actually, I did find one idea I think we might be able to use. You did? Really? I I bet Towa told you, huh? Yeah, she showed me the video too. I can't believe you never mentioned it. You guys put an amazing show. Well, I'm alone second year here. Didn't want to rub your bright-eyed first years of the full festival experience. So what's the idea then? Did the student council president suggest something to you? Yeah, she showed me a video of a concert that she, Crow, George, and Angelica put on for last year's festival. A concert on stage with vocals? Ooh, that does sound interesting. I have heard that there was one event at last year's festival that really drove the crowds wild. I've heard similar things, but I had no idea Crow was involved. Yeah, it was pretty spur of the moment too, so it was too late for them to put up in the official poll. If folks had been able to vote for us, I don't doubt we would have ranked right up there at the top. Without seeing it for ourselves, it's difficult to say whether we'd be able to do something similar. You've got me curious though. It sounds great, let's do it! You said you saw the video, right? Can you show us too? Yeah, Towa gave me a copy of it. Let's get together during lunch tomorrow and watch it. Oh, nice. Lunchtime.
I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when they see it. Though I imagine Towa's outfit might raise more than a few questions too. Oh, it's 9 already? Abend time should be on soon.
Been a while.
I'm Misty, and this is Radio Trista. It's 9 p.m. on the 19th of the 9th month. If only I was dressed to the nines to match. It feels like we're finally getting the break we deserve from a long string of uncomfortably humid nights. That's right, fall is finally here, and it's brought its cool night breezes and gentle chirping of insects with it. Along with that respite, Erebonians everywhere are turning to their true autumn passions, food and sports. What do all of you out there look forward to when you realize fall's almost here?
Candy corn.
For me, it's definitely the food. The crops come into season, ready for the harvest. I can only imagine how much work it has to be for all those farmers. But I can't wait for my first roasted chestnuts of the season. It's just about time for those to start popping up too.
Never actually had those before.
Sure, I'll never turn down a Marron glacé or a Mont Blanc, but roasted is the way chestnuts were meant to be. That soft, melt-in-your-mouth taste, that sweet fragrance, simply irresistible. Whoops! The director's over there giving me the stink eye. Someone hasn't eaten dinner yet, I'll bet. Anyway, fall is also known for being a season for the arts. One of the Empire's most popular cultural institutions is the opera, and no one does opera like Heimdall's famous
Oh,
opera
you know
house.
all about that, don't you?
But as far as music goes, I'm a sucker for the classics. I still sing along whenever I hear The Whereabouts of Light. I stare in disbelief as you fade away, like a dimming star beneath the coming day. Whoa there, almost felt like I was in my shower back home. Speaking of music, some fresh new genres have been gaining popularity lately, both at home and abroad.
She really does have a pretty voice. Though I guess you kind of have to in order to be a big opera singer like that. I don't know if singing on the air like that is such a good idea if she's trying to keep her identity under wraps, though. We've got our practical exam coming up next week, then another field study over the weekend. Sounds like things are going to be even busier than usual. I'd better brace myself for an exhausting week.
Definitely sounds like it's gonna be quite exhausting, Rean. Lunchtime! So they'll get to see the video. Whoa. That was way cool! Very impressive. That was neat. Well, it was certainly quite a technical display. But if you think we're gonna put on outfits like that and prance around on stage, you must be dreaming! Well, the outfits all depend on what kind of performance we put on. The clothes have to fit the mood and the music. Right, Crow? Yeah, we did a rock song last year. If our outfits didn't scream rock, their performance would have lacked something in my opinion. Though in my infinite wisdom, I like to point out that revealing outfits will be popular regardless of the music. You guys! Outfits aside, it does seem like a bold concept. You would think to put on a performance like that. If you put in the time to practice, we may even compare favorably to Class 1's operetta. Well, Elliot's a music expert here. Do you think there's any chance we could pull a performance like this? Hold on! So first things first, how many of us can actually play an instrument? You learned the flute from your dad, right, Rean? You learned the lute from your dad, right, Rean? He knows a lute? Awesome, I don't even know what it looks like practically. Yeah, I'm no virtuoso, but I can play. As long as the music's not too complicated. And Elisa, you can play the violin, right? Yeah, my grandfather taught me. Guys, you can play the sitar, was it? Been playing it for years. Ooh. I can play the piano, so with the four of us, it looks like we have our instruments covered. Guess that means we just need to work on our music and lyrics and decide who's going to be on the vocals. So yeah, it depends on what sort of music we want to do, but I think we can pull off an impressive performance. Great! Well, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound like such a bad idea. That's true, and it seems fitting for a festival too. Sounds good to me. Yeah, let's do it! Then the matter's settled. I'm in favor too. I dread the thought of what the instructor would do if we didn't have anything decided by today. So we leave the musical responsibilities in Elliot's hands then. Yeah, I think he's in the best position to decide the style of the performance, our songs, and what we should each be doing. Is that okay for you, Elliot? Sure thing. I spent all these years studying music for nothing. Yay, Elliot gets to shine! Oh, and Crow, do you think you could give us some help with the outfits and getting a hold of the equipment we need? I'd like us to do as much of this ourselves as we can. Sure, I'll do what I can. This might be a temp thing and all, but I am part of Class 7. So if we're gonna go all in, I'll throw my chips in your pile. Crow. Oh. Wow, maybe I've had you pegged wrong all this time. So just leave those outfits in my capable hands. I'll make sure you all shine like stars out there, especially ladies. I take it all back. He's not even trying to hide it. We're counting on you to keep him tasteful, Rean. Right, tasteful. You can do it, Rean, don't worry. That was cute. Ooh, a new day. The 22nd Wednesday practical exam. First, congratulations are in order. Took you long enough, but you finally decided what to do at the festival. So, you're gonna follow in Towa's footsteps and put on a concert, huh? Have you decided what kind of music you want to do? Not exactly. We're still kind of getting things sorted. At the very least, it should be pretty easy to decide who's playing an instrument, and who'll be on vocals. I'm not actually sure I've ever even touched an instrument. Can't say I've either. You probably need at least some rudimentary experience to play an instrument at the festival. I had the pleasure of seeing last year's concert live. They put on a real show. Rean and Crow, you're handling all the outfits, right? You guys have that under control. Yep, we've got that. Oh! Crow, language. Well, we've narrowed down to the 15 most promising designs. Adios, save us all. I suppose we'll just have to rely on Rean to save us from being dressed by a crow. Honestly, I feel a little envious. If I were 5 years younger, I'd jump right up on stage with all of you and have a great old time. Hey! Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Instructor. How old are you again? Aren't you in your mid-20s? Even if you're 5 years younger, graduation should still be years behind you. Hush you! For us ladies, everything up to the mid-20s just a warm-up. And men? They're like fine wines, but of age. I'm not sensitive about it, really. Just another valuable lesson. That's part of my duty as instructor. Doing part. Uh-huh. Anyway. That was horrible. Anyway, as long as I'm looking forward to the festival, that's not why we're here today, are we? Not only do you have no field study next month, it looks like you're off the hook as far as practical exam goes too. So since it's been our last practical exam for a while, I figured I'd crank up the challenge a couple of notches. Uh-oh. What do you mean, Sara? Wait, are you saying? Are you gonna serve as our opponent? Bingo! Just think of it as a long-awaited second round of May's exam. If you want to get back at me, now's your chance, but you better bring it, because I'm not gonna go easy on you. Alright, Rean, pick 2 of your team in because you're up first. Got it. Can I save? Okay. Laura? I could pick Crow. Gaius? I don't know the pick. Oh good, I can save. Let's do this. Begin the practical exam now. Yes. Hoping I win first try. Sara's scary. We're close in level to her now. We should be okay. Doesn't look like she's gonna pull any punches this time. I have no doubts of her expertise in combat. If we don't win, I want to see just how much we can do. Well, if you're ever holding anything back before, now's the time to pour it all in.
I take it you're all ready? You've been studying and training here half a year now. I think you might finally be able to do it. Now, show me you've got what it takes to pass with flying colors.
Right.
Sara's scary, but awesome.
Come at me with everything you've got.
Okay. Ooh, conditions. Meet the following conditions. No one reaches low HP during the battle. Ooh, that could be hard. Win in less than 40 turns. That should be doable.
Here we go.
With the low HP thing, I'm worried. So, Slink with Flora. Ah, he has no points. Rean! That's not good.
Arcus, activate.
My turn.
I really want her to attack first. Can I see this? She has that art or that orphan on to like double her attack, so why not?
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Blade Dance!
Oh, it won!
You've come
It
a long
one hit.
way.
You still have a lot of training to do.
One hit. Dang, Laura. That was amazing. That was awesome. One hit knocked Sara down to the ground. Well, that worked well. That was easy. I thought for sure it'd be harder.
I'm just getting
That was
started.
amazing. Go, Laura. The active party members' bonds have been strengthened. AP increased by 2. Good. I won. You guys aren't tired. You're not tired at all. how we actually beat her. It took all three of us fighting in top 4 to eke out a narrow victory. No, it didn't. Nicely done. I can't believe how far you've all come in just 6 months. I know you've been honing your team tactics, but I wasn't expecting such a top-rate performance from you so soon. You know what? As your instructor, that's the best feeling in the world. Oh, Sarah's nice. Okay, that's 1 group down, 3 more to go. I'll call you in groups of 3, so be ready to jump in when I call your name. Ah, poor Sara. Is she even human? Multiple groups with multiple opponents in every group, and she still is able to put a fight against all of us. She's on a completely different level. Need her double efforts and training if you hope to match her. You can say that again and again. Ugh, I'm spent. Mind if I use you as a pillow, Emma? What? Here? Have you no shame? Looks like there's still some life in her yet. She's the only person I know who can fight 4 back-to-back battles and sell the energy for wisecracks. Don't get me wrong. I'm really impressed with how far you've come. Now that I can tell you are headed for your field study without any worries. Oh, now I can tell you where you're headed for your field study without any worries. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Just jumped right up. Up we go. Alright, get them while they're hot. Sarah's great. Where are we going? September Field Study. Group A. Ah. Rean, Elisa, Fee, Machias, Elliot, and Crow. Okay, nice. Rower! The Industrial Metropolis. Group B, Emma, Laura, Eustace, Gaius, and Milliam. They're going to Ordis, the port city. I've not heard of that one. Oh, and Ordis. Those are 2 of the Empire's largest cities, right? Well, technically they are. Auror's far from small, but Ordis is kind of on another level. It's the 2nd largest city in the Empire with over 400,000 people. It also happens to be the stronghold of the Duke Cayenne. Oh, the noble faction's de facto leader. Him. I really think he's C. I could be wrong, but I think he is. Are you out of your mind? You want us to drag this hyperactive chatterbox straight to the noble faction's largest stronghold? Milliam. He does make a good point. Ordis is hostile territory for her, no 2 ways about it. If they find you poking around, they'll burn you at the stake. I'm not that worried. I've stuck in Ordis plenty of times before, and this time I've got you guys with me, I'll be fine. This is no laughing matter. I'm a bit concerned too. As I am. Ordis is quite far from here if something were to happen. Not to worry, I'm thinking about what to do about that. Still, you're not in for a laid-back vacation, that's much as I can say for certain. That goes for the group lead headed to Rower, too. Uh-oh. The Rhineford group is based out of Rower, isn't it? Though Rower is also part of Marquis Ragnar's domain, and he's the head of one of the Great 4 houses. Oh. Jellicoe's stowed on man, eh? He's supposed to be a real hardliner, even among the big shots in. That's true, but the Imperial Army also runs a military factory in the vicinity. The Rhineford group isn't aligned with either faction, but I can imagine there are more than a few ongoing complications. Really? Sounds like trouble if you ask me. Why would my father and the other members of the board choose destinations like these in dangerous times like these? Like I said, we're thinking these issues over. With the Academy's annual festival coming up next month, there's no field study being planned. Now is your chance to show off all the know-how you've gained from your previous field studies. Wait, what? Make whatever preparations you need to. When Saturday rolls around, travel your heads held high. Class 7 has done a darn good job so far. The reputation you guys have to live up to is your own. Thank you, instructor. That was sweet.
Your rank's
Hope
gone
I did good.
Here's a little something from the Academy.
Or a jacket received as a perk. Thank you. Well, I'm going to end this episode here, but I thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I do always appreciate it, and have a wonderful day. Bye.